Namaste children, welcome back to another session of our chapter, that is safety first and first aid. So in our first chapter we came to know about what is an accident and different safety measurements to be followed while traveling or walking on a road, and even in the school and in playground. At the same time, in our second class, second period, we even came to know about the safety measurements to be taken regarding fire accidents, the major fire accidents. So, in our today's class, we are going to learn about what is the first aid, what are the fractures and minor burns, animal bites, etc. So, what is a first aid? So, first aid means it is the first or the immediate medical help that is given to the victim who met with an accident before he is reaching to the hospital. So whenever a person meets with an accident, so to that injured person, immediately the medical help that is given to him to make him comfortable, to save the life of that particular victim before taking him to the hospital, that is called your first aid. And your first aid is very important, because sometimes this first aid even saves the life. It saves the life of the person, or even your first aid what stops the incident to become a damaged condition. So different types of first aids are given according to the accident. Okay, so what is a first aid? First aid, it is the immediate medical help that is given to a victim who met with an accident before taking him to the hospital. That medical treatment, it's called your first aid, which always makes the situation easier, not allow the situation to get worse, and sometimes the first aid even save the life of the victims. So first aid is compulsory. The first aid varies from one type of accident to another type of accident. So today let us first learn about fractures. So what is a fracture? It's nothing but bone breakage. Yes, so many of you might have seen your siblings or your neighborhood friends, even yourself might have gone through the fractures. Fracture is nothing but the bone breakage. So what type of first aid that can be given to the fractured person? Yes, so if any person had a fracture, yes, that time first thing, that is the fractured area should not move, because the tissue that is present around that fractured area, it will become damaged if we are keep on moving it. So the fractured zone or the fractured place can't be moved continuously. And now by taking the support of a cardboard or a wood, tie the fractured part to give support like this. So now that cardboard or wood, it acts as a splint. Sometimes when you are having a hand fracture like this, when you are having a hand fracture, that time a cloth or a bandage, it is tied near the fractured area, that is acting as a sling. I am using two words, remember, one as a sling. So whenever we are covering the fractured area and giving support the fractured area with the help of a cloth or a bandage, then that is called your sling, which helps the fractured bone. It gives some support to the fractured bone and helps it to be straight and recovery of it. Whereas in this case, if you will see the leg fractured case, under such conditions, sometimes this fractured area, even it is supported by the wooden or a hard cardboard sticks. Under such conditions, that hard one, it is called your splint. A cloth bandage or a normal bandage, if it is there, then we are saying it as a sling. If the fractured area is supported by a hard cardboard or a wood, and it is then covered with the cloth bandage, then it is called your splint. That support hard one, it is called your splint. Okay, so in case of fractures, it is very much important that we should not move the fractured area, because the tissue that is present around the broken bone will get damaged further. Second one is either support the fractured area with the help of a splint or with the help of a sling. Okay. Yes, and after that it's very much important to take the victim immediately to the hospital for the further strains. Understood? What are the first aids that are taken to be a fractured victim? Now let us talk about sprains. Children, till now we came to know about different first aid methods that are taken in case of your fractures. But sometimes while playing, you might have noticed that your ankle, it will twist and it will completely give pain. So that time what happened? What type of accident it is? It is a sprain. So this sprain, it is arised when the ankle region, the muscles that are present in the ankle region, that are twisted. So now the tissue that is around this joint, it will suddenly gets a jerk, and the twisted area, it will completely swell and it starts giving a very severe pain. So this condition, it is called your sprain. Okay, so what is the first aid that is to be taken when you are suffering with a sprain? So that time, observe here very clearly that that particular sprain, it should be treated with the ice packs, so that the swelling present in that region, it will get reduced. After that, you see here, placing before that, yes. So first what we are doing to this sprain, we are treating the sprain with ice pack, so that that particular swelling in that area, it will completely get reduced. Then apply any ointment, pain relieving ointment near that area, and after that cover that area with an elastic plastic bandage. Yes, and now even try to keep that particular area little bit high. Yes, by keeping some pillows or any other things under your ankle. So these are some of the first aid steps that are to be taken to overcome from the sprains. So sprain is nothing but a twist that is occurred in the ankle area, due to which the complete joints that are present in that area, they are getting a sudden jerk, so that they will completely swell up, and of course it gives a severe pain. Yes, so to treat such a sprains, what we are doing here, at first treating that area with the ice pack, so that swelling will completely get reduced. Then you are applying any pain relieving ointment and covering the joint area with the help of elastic bandages, and placing that ankle area little bit up by keeping pillows under the leg. Okay, so now after this, what is this? It is nothing but your minor burns. Yes. So during minor burns, this may occur because of anything. It may occur when you are handling with a matchstick, or while cooking, or when you are handling the electric gadgets like iron box, all those things. So under such condition, in this minor burns case, what to be done? What type of first aid that can be given to them? So in case of a minor burnings, at first clean the burning area under the cool running water. Place the burnt area under the cool running water. After that, apply any antiseptic cream. Cover that area with the help of some covers, and then go to the doctor. Yes, so I am saying that place the burnt area under the cool running water, tap water or anything, but never and ever place ice cube on the burnt area, because that will deepen the burn. It will not allow the heat present in the burnt area to come out. So now that deep heat, it is going down, and it will further deepen the burn. That's what, whenever you are having a minor burns like this, immediately place the burnt area under the running tap water, and then apply any antiseptic cream. Then cover that area with the help of some cover, and then go to the doctor. Yes, Sometimes in case of a severe burns, yesterday we had seen. So in case of a severe burn, sometimes the burnt area, it will completely bulge out and it starts giving blisters. So when there is a blister like this, see, yes, when there is a blister, never and ever prick that blister, because when it is pricked out, it will spread all over that entire area and it starts giving some infection. Never and ever break the blisters. Apply antiseptic liquids and try to cover that burnt area with a clean cloth or a protective cloths, so that germs won't affect that area. Other than this, we even have another type of burns, that is your chemical burns. Chemical burns are because of the acid accidents. Under such conditions, cleaning the affected area with plenty of water is very much important, because when you are cleaning that area with the plenty of water, it will reduce the effect of the chemical. So during chemical burns, it's very highly preferable to clean the area with a plenty of water, which is removing or decreasing the action of chemical. Okay, so till now we had seen two things. One is fracture, second one is sprain, third one is burns. So along with this, usually when you are playing or walking on the road, you might have even noticed that so many animals like your dogs, cats, they will bite you. Even in your lower classes, you even came to know that animal bites, snake bite, and honeybee bite also. So let us even see what happens in animal bites. So children, let us learn about animal bites. So animal bites that may occur whenever an animal like a dog or a cat bites you, because when the animal bites you, the saliva that is coming from the animal's mouth, it will cause some very dangerous diseases, because the saliva, that is animal saliva, it contains so many bacteria and even viruses in them. So now whenever it bites, now the saliva, it is completely oozed out, and the oozed out saliva through the cuts of the bite, it will completely absorbed into our body. So it is very dangerous that animal bites should be treated properly. Okay, if you are not treating that animal bites in a proper manner, it leads to diseases like rabies. Okay, so if there is an animal bite to someone, the virus or the bacteria, it can enter into victim's body through that animal's saliva. Because it is present in the animal saliva, it is entering into the victim's body. Victim means the person who met with an accident. It enters into the victim's body through the animal saliva and even leads to a condition or a disease called rabies disease. Okay, so under such conditions, what type of first aids that to be given? So first and foremost one, that is washing the bitten area with a soap and a warm water. It is very much important, because when you are cleaning that area with a soap and a warm water, completely wash away the germs that are present in that area. And now gently clean that, after washing, clean that area with a soft and a clean cloth. Then applying an antiseptic cream or an ointment to that wound is also very much important. Yes. After that, take that victim to the doctor to have an anti-rabies injections, because rabies disease will come. Anti means against. So to give the anti-rabies injections, take the victim to the doctor. This is one regarding there is a severe dog or a cat bite, because the saliva of this dog or a cat is containing lot of bacteria and viruses in them. That bacteria and viruses enter into the body of the victim through the saliva and leads to a rabies disease. That's what we always should clean the bitten area with a warm and a soap water. After that, clean that with a soft cloth, and then applying any antiviral or antibacterial ointments near the wound area, and then take him to the doctor to get a anti-rabies injection or anti-rabies vaccines. Other than this, if you will see a snake bite, it's very dangerous because the snake bite contains venom, and now this venom, it will completely mix in our blood, and from the blood it is applied to all over the body parts. If you are not taking any first aid, sometimes the venom, after mixing in the blood, it affects the heart and other organs function. So definitely when it is affecting the heart and the other organ functions, it leads to the death of the person. So very dangerous one, that is your snake bite. So definitely there should be some first aid steps that to be taken. That is, so in that snake bitten area, if you are a professional one, with the help of your teeth, suck up all the blood or venom that is entered into the victim's body, or just above the bitten area, tie a cloth very tightly so that now the venom won't spread up. And in one more important thing is, don't come crowd around that victim so that he will get panic and the situation become more worst. After doing the first aid, take him to the doctor, because the poison is very dangerous one. It may, a little amount of the poison it may present, it will affect the functioning of heart and other organs. That's what, immediately after giving the first aid, the victim should be moved to the hospital under a proper, or to get a proper medical help. Okay, so other than this, if you will see, sometimes poison occurs because of some of the chemicals like your detergents, naphthalene balls, some medicines, or some insect killers like your Mortin, Robin, Heat. All these insect killers are there, na? They are also acting as a poisonous agents. So under such conditions, it is very much important for us, for a children like you people, not to touch those type of chemicals. And when you are taking a medicine, having a proper care of your medicine and reading the instructions before taking the medicine is also very much important. In case of any medical poisoning, the patient have to omit, and calling the doctor immediately is one of the major first aid to be taken. Okay children, in our class, today's class, we learned what is a first aid. First aid for fractures, first aid for sprains, first aid for minor burns and chemical burns, and even first aid for animal bites like your dog bite and snake bite. Go through the textbook children and read page number 30, 31 and 32. Try to complete the exercise section A part up to worksheet C. A, B, C bits are there na? Yes. Up to complete 33 page number exercises try to do. Okay children. Thank you so much.